This ended up being a lot better than I anticipated. When I first saw the trailer for Plane, most simplistic title ever. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, this is gonna be a generic action movie that they threw in January, because January and February are known as the dumping grounds for studios who have movies who they don't think are gonna make enough money to be like a summer tentpole, or to be a spring release, or a big winter release during the holidays. So they throw them in January and February because it's like, they'll make whatever they make. So I went into Plane thinking, meh, this is not going to be great, but I like Gerard Butler, I like Mike Colter, so I'm like, I'm still going to see it, and maybe it'll be okay. And it was more than okay. It was pretty good. And there really isn't that much action. This is more of a thriller, I guess, than an action movie. Now there is action. We got a bunch of gunfights and a couple of fist fights and all that shit, but it's mostly just the plane itself going down. It's everybody worrying about what's going on, talking about what's going on, the hostage situation, and it's more thriller than action. Though again, there is action. The sequence, well, it's definitely more than a sequence, because it's actually pretty long. When the plane goes down, which we all know it goes down. It was in the trailer, so that's not a spoiler. The whole process of it going down, from why shit hits the fan, why they have to land where they land, all the worry, all the craziness, it's thrilling, it's suspenseful. You're at the edge of your seat. You want to know who's gonna die, who's gonna live. And surprisingly, only a few people die, though you got to watch the movie to find out who, though obviously not main characters, because, the main characters are Butler and Colter, and they're not going anywhere. But that whole thing was just suspenseful, because you just want to know, does this plane crash? Does it land? Does it crash land? Does it explode? What happens to this plane? We see people in the trailer. Obviously, people survived, but that doesn't mean there wasn't an explosion. Again, though, gotta watch the movie to actually see what happens. Gerard Butler, I think this is probably the best he's been in quite a while. I mean, I haven't really seen too many Gerard Butler movies in recent memory, because all the trailers for his movies just look like generic action movies. So I ignored them. Or I waited for them to show up on one of the movie channels or a streaming service or whatever. But just something about this movie just attracted me to it. I kind of want to see this, even though it did look generic. There was something about it. Mike Colter of Luke Cage fame, I think this is the first thing I've seen him in since Luke Cage, which has been a while now. But he was fantastic. He's a bona fide action star. He is. He knows how to fucking fight. He knows how to shoot a gun. He knows how to carry a scene. Same thing with Gerard Butler. And it made them a good on-screen pair. At the end of the day, I was surprised by Plane. I was expecting it to just be a shitty movie that, I was just going to either enjoy because I turned my brain off, or I was going to hate because it was going to be that bad. So, to my surprise, good movie. The acting is good. The action that we do have is great. The suspense with the situation with the plane, fucking awesome. If you want a good movie to start 2023 with, even though we're about halfway through at this point, I highly suggest Plane. I give the movie, I'm going to give it a solid B.
Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.